Hey everyone, I'm Thomas, a 29-year-old real estate agent in Chicago. And this beauty right here is mine. I stood on the porch of my new house, the reality still sinking in. 3 bedrooms, a sprawling backyard, and that vintage charm I dreamed about. Karen, my girlfriend, squeezed my hand. You earned this, babe, every single brick. I smiled, but her words triggered a flood of memories. 21 years ago, my world shattered. My parents didn't come home one rainy night. Sarah, my older sister, was just 14 when she stepped up. At least that's how she always framed it. Remember when we used to share that tiny room at Aunt Marie's house? Sarah asked, unpacking boxes with me. I nodded. Yeah, I remember. She paused, her voice heavy. I gave up everything for you, Thomas. My college dreams. My future. The familiar guilt crept in, tightening around my chest. I know, Sarah. I'll never forget what you've done for me. Hey man, this place is sick. Derek, my best friend since high school, strolled in carrying more boxes. Now a hotshot lawyer, he'd stuck by me through everything. He glanced at Sarah. How's Mike's business going? Her face stiffened. Oh, startup challenges. Karen and Linda, Sarah's oldest friend, exchanged uneasy looks. Lately, Linda acted strange whenever Sarah brought up money. Later, Sarah cornered me in the kitchen. Thomas, Mike's business is in a rough patch. Just temporary. Maybe a small loan. Sarah, I just helped last month. We're family. I changed your diapers, remember. Her tone turned sharp, the way it often did when she didn't get what she wanted. That night on the porch, Karen found me. Thomas, I need to tell you something. At the hospital. Sarah came by last week asking about my salary. Said she was my sister-in-law and needed it for a family emergency. What? Why would she? Thomas. Linda's voice cut in. She stood hesitantly at the door. There's something you need to know about Sarah. Not now, I said as Sarah appeared behind her, shooting Linda a look that froze her in place. Thomas, Sarah began, her voice dripping with sweetness. Mike and I were thinking, your guest room would be perfect for us. Just until the business picks up. I stared at her, the guilt and gratitude warring inside me. I'll think about it. But something felt off. Karen's words about Sarah's visit to the hospital echoed in my head. The next morning, I noticed some mail was missing. Bank statements and house documents. My gut twisted. Then Derek called. His tone was grim. Thomas, we need to talk. I found something about Sarah's past. By the time our weekly family call rolled around, Aunt Marie's speakerphone crackled with Sarah's voice. Thomas barely helps the family anymore. Thinks he's too good for us now with his fancy house. That's not true, I said, but my relatives had already bought her lies. The next day, Derek barged into my office waving papers. Remember how Sarah said she quit college to raise you? She didn't quit. She got kicked out. Academic dishonesty. Forged documents. It happened months before your parents' accident. That's impossible. She always said. She lied. Stop letting her manipulate you. That evening, I walked into my living room to find Sarah lounging like she owned the place. Oh, good, you're home. Mike and I were just deciding which room would be best for us. What are you talking about? Well, since you're doing so well, unlike some of us who sacrifice everything for family. Sarah, I never asked you to. No, you just got to live your life while I gave up mine. She gestured around my house, her voice rising. And now look at you, big shot real estate agent while your own sister can barely make rent. Karen stormed in, her face flushed. Thomas, look at this. She held up Sarah's purse, revealing stolen bank statements and house documents. You went through my stuff. Sarah shrieked. Thomas, control your girlfriend. Later that night, Linda appeared at my door, her face pale. I can't stay quiet anymore, Thomas. Sarah's done this before. Remember the Hendersons? She manipulated them into signing over their vacation home, promising to pay the mortgage. They lost everything. Why didn't you tell me sooner? I asked, my voice breaking. She threatened to expose my struggles with addiction if I ever said a word. But I can't watch her destroy another family. Linda's voice trembled as she placed a folder on the table. The next morning, a legal notice arrived. Sarah was suing me for my house. The claim? That she'd invested her life savings into my education and deserved compensation. She's trying to get ahead of the truth coming out, Derek explained, spreading more papers across the dining table. Classic manipulation. She knows we're onto her lies about college. Karen walked in, pale-faced. Thomas, your sister just posted online. She's saying you're trying to make her homeless after she raised you like her own son. And people, they're believing her. My phone buzzed. Another relative calling to shame me. The sister I thought I knew, the one I believed sacrificed everything for me, never existed. All those years of guilt, all the attempts to repay a debt that was built on lies. I'm not letting her win. I told Karen firmly. It's time everyone knew the truth. These insurance documents don't add up, Derek said, rifling through papers. Your parents' life insurance policy was worth $300,000, but only $50,000 went to your education. Sarah was the trustee. Where's the rest? Karen walked back in, laptop in hand. You need to see this. She turned the screen toward me. Sarah had posted tearful videos online, claiming I was trying to destroy her life. She even started a GoFundMe, asking for help to save the family home. Derek pointed to some bank statements. Look at these transfers. She's been siphoning money from multiple accounts, Aunt Marie, Cousin Pete, everyone. The doorbell rang and Linda rushed in clutching another folder. Thomas, I found Sarah's old phone. She handed it to me, her hands shaking. There are texts between her and Mike from last month. They're planning to sell your house the moment they win the lawsuit. What? My hands shook as I scrolled through the messages. Mike owed $400,000 to loan sharks. That's why they were so desperate. Karen's phone buzzed. Your cousin just sent me this. Sarah told them you're stealing their inheritance money. The whole family's turning against you. Not for long, Derek said, his tone icy as he pulled out more documents. Remember the college fund your parents set up? Sarah transferred it to her personal account right after the accident. She used your education money to buy her first car. The evidence piled up. Linda laid out photos of forged checks and threatening emails Sarah had sent to silence other victims. She's done this to everyone. The Hendersons, the Paddles, even her old church group. Always playing the victim while stealing everything she could. Karen called from the kitchen. Thomas, Mike just called the office looking for Sarah. He's drunk, ranting about bookies coming after them. He admitted they're filing for bankruptcy. As if on cue, my phone buzzed with another notification. Sarah had posted again. My own brother is trying to destroy my reputation after I gave up my whole life for him. Please help us save our family home from his greed. Karen scrolled through the comments. People are actually sending her money. Not just money, Derek said, pointing to his screen. She's collecting loans from half the neighborhood. They think she's helping you with medical bills or something. Linda played a voicemail. Sarah's voice crackled through the speaker. If you tell Thomas anything about the Hendersons, I'll make sure everyone knows about that night in Vegas. Don't test me, Linda. Classic Sarah, Linda muttered. I slumped in my chair, the weight of everything pressing down. She's got dirt on everyone. That's how she's kept this going for so long. Karen grabbed my hand. We've got something better than dirt. We've got proof. I straightened up. Get everything ready. It's time to show everyone exactly who Sarah really is. Courtroom showdown. The case is dismissed, the judge declared, her voice firm. Furthermore, given the evidence of fraud presented, I'm referring this matter to the district attorney's office. Sarah's face went pale as Derek presented the mountain of evidence, bank statements showing stolen insurance money, forged documents, and years of systematic theft. The text messages about selling my house to pay off Mike's gambling debts were just the tip of the iceberg. You think you're so smart, Sarah hissed during recess, her manicured nails digging into her purse, no doubt bought with stolen money. You're ruining my life. No, Karen stepped forward, her voice cutting. You did that yourself. She handed over another stack of papers. Remember your job at Midwest Insurance? They're very interested in how you process fake claims for years. Every single one has your signature. Linda testified next, bringing the Hendersons and 5 other families Sarah had scammed. The courtroom buzzed with shock as each victim shared their story. Mrs. Henderson, now in her 70s, broke down on the stand. She took our retirement home, she sobbed. The judge turned to Sarah. Ms. Walker, your actions are reprehensible. The judge addressed Sarah, his voice heavy with disapproval. These allegations are extremely serious. The pattern of fraud presented here is unprecedented in my courtroom. Before anyone could react, the courtroom door burst open with a resounding bang. Mike stumbled in, his expensive suit wrinkled and stained, reeking of desperation. "They're coming for the house, Sarah," he slurred, panic etched across his face. "The bookies know about the lawsuit. They found out we were planning to sell Thomas's place." The room froze, the weight of his words hanging in the air. Sarah's composure shattered, her mask of control slipping. Everything crumbled fast after that. Her GoFundMe was shut down within hours, flagged for fraud after over 50 complaints poured in. Her tearful videos, once designed to garner sympathy, backfired spectacularly as people flooded the comments with proof of her scams. The district attorney's office launched a full-scale investigation, uncovering an insurance fraud scheme that spanned nearly a decade. The night everything changed, Sarah appeared at my door one rainy night, mascara streaking down her face. She looked like a shadow of the sister I once knew. "Mike left me. The bank's taking everything. Please, I'm your sister. You can't let this happen to me." I stared at her, the ache of betrayal overshadowing any lingering sympathy. "You stopped being my sister the day you stole from a 7-year-old orphan," I said, my voice cold. "Our parents would be ashamed." Karen, ever my anchor, uncovered even more evidence through Sarah's work computer. Years of fake insurance claims, all linked directly to her. Her company pressed charges immediately, vowing to help every victim recover their losses. "She's filing for bankruptcy," Derek informed me over coffee. "Between Mike's gambling debts, legal fees, and repaying her victims, she's lost everything, her money, her reputation. It's over." A final attempt. Sarah made one last desperate visit to my office, her eyes hollow and pleading. "I raised you. I gave up everything for you," she sobbed. "How can you do this to me?" I shook my head, the final remnants of guilt slipping away. "You gave up nothing, Sarah. You stole everything. My childhood, our parents' memory, the trust of everyone who believed in you. Every sacrifice you claimed was a lie." Her lips quivered. "Please, I'm sorry. I'll change." "Save it for the judge," I interrupted, leaving her to her fate. 6 months later, I stood in the backyard of my house. Our house, watching the sunset turn the sky a fiery orange. Karen stood beside me, her hand in mine, the diamond on her finger catching the light. "Your house looks beautiful," she said, smiling. "Our house," I corrected her, the weight of those words grounding me in a future free from manipulation and pain. Sarah now faced multiple fraud charges, with Mike having fled the country and left her to face the consequences alone. My family, finally seeing the truth, had reached out to apologize for believing her lies. My phone buzzed, a new message from Sarah, undoubtedly another plea for help. I deleted it without reading. Some betrayals can't be forgiven. Some bonds are better left broken. As I held Karen close, I felt only relief. The web of lies that had ensnared me for so long had finally unraveled. Sarah had taught me a painful but important lesson. Family isn't about blood. It's about truth, trust, and genuine love. And for the first time, I found that family in the one I chose.